All right, so number 47. Last week, we talked about something very specific, and I hope you enjoyed it and that you sat down and took notes on what we covered last week. If you did not watch it, please go back and watch that lesson. It's super important and it's a good reminder. It was for me, and I'm sure it will be for you. We covered the gap concept, the gap principle from Sean Stevenson. So please go back and watch it. All right, this week, this lesson, what I hear about, what people ask me about, and what I see, there's one thing, and I've discussed this before, but I want to go a bit more in depth on that subject and give you a very specific exercise you can do to release that one thing. That one thing that's plaguing a lot of us, society in general, and it's something that accelerates aging. And I don't know if you're like me, but I want to stay as youthful, as vibrant, energy-wise, and just my overall youthfulness for as long as I can. And trying to reverse aging or to stay young long time, to be able to enjoy the things that I love to do, my appearance, my physical skills. I want to keep those very sharp. So what is that one thing that makes us age? I've talked about this before, and it's almost time for a quiz. And I've done 2 quizzes before, and we will do another one very soon. So if you can go back in your notes and just reread them, because we'll be doing that in about 2 weeks. Okay, so we'll redo a quiz to make sure that we're just absorbing and integrating what we know. So what's that one thing? That one thing is stress. Stress, from lots of research, the number one thing that's making you age quicker, faster, is stress. So when you think about your life on a daily basis, how much stress do you feel? And stress can be lots of different things. But when you do feel stressed out, what do you do to deal with it? I do 2 specific things to deal with stress. And when I do them, it does not affect me. I never let any situation affect me. The 2 things. One's a physical thing you can do, which is very therapeutic. And the other one is the mindset. The 2 things are, when feeling stress, you go to gratitude. You breathe, you slow down, you sit. You can close your eyes or not, but it's very hard to be stressed out when you're in that state of gratitude. So it's a very simple concept, but you have to apply it. 1. 2. There's a movement that you know. If you're a student of ours, it's a movement that you've been doing since the very beginning. It's a movement that my dad really believed in, and he really encouraged students to do this daily, every day. And if you do this exercise daily, you will not be stressed out. There's something about the exercise that just releases everything. It's very, very good for your mind, your soul, and also physical stress. So what is that movement? Do you know what that movement is? It's something called double chung choi. Now, double chung choi is an exercise, and it's also a technique for attacking in our self-defense kung fu class. Make sure that you're doing it correctly and with the right intention. So when I do my chung chois, my intention is either as a striking, explosive technique to defend myself, or it is a stress release technique. I take everything that's bothering me and I channel it through my punches. And when I punch out, I think of purging my system, the mind and the body, or like a big sponge. My sponge of stress, I'm twisting the sponge and getting every little bit of water or stress out of that sponge. That's what you try to think about. So when you do your chung choys, make sure they're done correctly with the right technique. Chamber your elbows under your shoulders, direct each punch to the center. You're really trying to imagine like your hands, you dip them in paint and you have a canvas in front of you and you're trying to make an imprint, a print in front of you with your fist, and you replace each punch. Chung choys are not done like this in a traditional way. They're not done with your elbows or turning. I see a lot of students perform chung choys. Slow down. Chamber your elbows back and take the time to reach out to the center, right? So you're reaching out to the center each time. Pulling your elbow back and drive. As you're punching back and forth, pull the elbow, keep your form at the right angle, converge all your strength into one spot. Remember, it's coming from your shoulders, your triceps, and your lats, not just the elbow. From the side, I'm trying to really drive each punch to the center. Come back, drive, and keep punching, and keep a good rhythm. Reach out, make every punch count. Think of that sponge, twist and release it. My dad's recommendation, do 1,000 chung choys every day to feel very calm and stress and worry free. No matter what you're going through, if you do the punching, there's something about punching in the air that releases stress. Again, it's very therapeutic, and you really feel good after doing a couple of sets. One set is 200 punches, do 10 sets of 20. And last, when you feel stress, go back to gratitude. This is your lesson for today. Apply these two simple concepts. Rid yourself of stress once and for all. Do the work. Simple, but very, very powerful. Remember to slow down. Rewatch the video. Pay attention to each movement, the technique, the precision in each punch. Do it consistently, and you'll feel what I mean. Walk the path. You're on a path of self-mastery. I'll see you next week.